Now it's finally time to talk about the fun stuff. Ponyville Ciderfest.
On that
Oh,
note, I'm gonna go sleep. Later,
well,
y'all.
before,
Good night, Cole.
no, Gold
Good
Dust,
night, Cole.
Gold,
Hi.
no. Before we wish
Hi.
you a good night, there's one
Uh-huh.
important thing.
Oh.
What are your shoutouts?
Uh, Desert Bus for Hope. Go check out Desert Bus for Hope. Watch it. Donate to them. Because all the donations go to Child's Play charity, and it's pretty cool. Go check it out. It's fun. Yeah, and it'll be going on pretty much all week.
All right, there you go. Desert Bus for Hope, everybody. Thank you so
Desert
much,
Bus for
Gold Dust.
Hope.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about Ponyville Ciderfest. The pre-con, the con, post-con, all the con. So Ponyville Ciderfest, we actually do got quite a few people that could talk about it. However, Rain is not here, and they'll probably be talking about it on Wednesday on their stream. Double R, unfortunately, isn't here, and they just kind of pounce in and around. So it's just me, well, Winchester as well, but Wednesday once again. So I believe it's just me and CMC to fill in the gaps a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of had a chill day on Wednesday where we watched a movie in a video game and did a little bit of chatting on things.
Nice. Actually, I did see a little bit of that. That was pretty cool. I'm surprised that the art streams didn't go screaming to the rafters about that either, by the way.
It's so old that it is part of public domain.
No, I don't know that.
And that's
I've been surprised before, though, and I'm always so paranoid that something is... I don't want our streams to get canceled. It would be such a pain.
Day of the Dead.
yeah, it is a pain
Well, Night
having
of
to
the
fight the
Living
Anyway, but yeah, no problems there. But yep, Ponyville Ciderfest. So the first thing, there was some complications because, of course, passes, bar trot tickets, everything pretty much did not go on sale until less than 2 months to 1 month before the con itself. So it unfortunately left a few people scrambling at times because they weren't sure if it was going to be canceled or not. The big problem, the only problem with that is just because there has been an unfortunate case of quite a few cons shutting down in the next year, if not already. Case in point, my anime convention and BabsCon next year is going to its last year, so it did leave a lot of concern about Ciderfest. However, it looks like things were more back in control.
There is
than
an
we thought.
explanation for that.
There absolutely is. There is, and we will get to that. They did kind of talk about it during the closing ceremonies, so I believe that will be something that we'll talk about on closing ceremonies time.
Yeah, they talked about it there. They also gave a little hint about all the reasoning at the con chair chat.
Yeah, I wasn't at the concert chat, but I did hear from some people, and yeah, some people were flipping out, but I can understand their reasonings, considering they were more
Yeah.
local than I was. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Pre-con. Now, the day I was heading there, honestly, I have nothing to really complain about for the most part. I was able to get packed up in time. I did forget something. I don't recall what I forgot. If I recall. Yeah. I don't recall forgetting anything, but I'm sure I forgot some. So there was something power strip. I think I just forgot a power strip.
I think you've just forgotten where you put your brain right now.
Oh, there's definitely that. However, also during the trip, I had a fun little idea for the con. So what I ended up doing, unfortunately, those of you who know that during Everfree I have lost Twiggy, and currently I am trying to find a way to replace her. But during the anime convention a couple of weeks ago, a Twilight plushie was picked up by a friend of mine that they got it for $6 over at a secondhand sale.
Damn.
Actually, it's even more damn when you get a better look at it. But I also ran through it with a carpet cleaner. Not the best idea, trust me on that one. The carpet cleaner thing should have been done for the giant Twiggy Twilight plush, not the small ones. That should have been spot cleaned. But in either case, she got all cleaned up, and I brought a Twilight Sparkle figure with me. Another Twilight Sparkle plushie that I'm going to call Twily from now on. And of course,
Aw.
Twily here was pretty fun until I realized one very big problem when I was between planes and just chilling out over at the this was at the Denver airport when we were waiting for our next flight. She is definitely custom made. And unfortunately, there was a little bit of a balance issue, and you could see it in the nose and the mouth there. So she's got a little bit of a crooked thing going on.
Yeah, they started the seam in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but she also has no wings, so I'm guessing that she might have been an early version of somebody's plushie creations. I don't know whose.
Yeah.
I have no idea whose. But but she is mine, and I am still taking good care of her. So she is my replacement travel buddy until we can get a new Twiggy in, and then that Twiggy is probably going to be earmarked to hell with every sort of tracking device known to man. You'll literally be able to find Twiggy from a freaking space station by the time I'm done with her.
It's fairly easy to open a seam, put in a AirPod tag, and close the seam.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not very good with sewing right now. But all complaints aside, Twily here is join me on my adventures so I can remember to take photos here and there. But yeah, Thursday itself went pretty uneventful. I managed to get into the con itself. We got hooked up into a hotel room. Unfortunately, that's when the first issue happened with a lot of people. Apparently, at the con hotel, they got some really bad door keys. So the big complaint that was going out throughout the con was that people's hotel door keys kept not working, and they kept having to get them replaced.
Yeah, I
Think I-
didn't see that until seeing the comments after the convention was over.
Yeah, I guess you got a little lucky there, but I went through 3 sets of keys before finally getting a full replacement done.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and that took getting their maintenance guide to come up, replace the batteries of the door scanner, and then realizing that the keys were still not working. So, yeah, I think they just apparently some people compared the texture of them and they felt weird. So I think they just got a really bad batch and they didn't toss them
that
out.
was the assumption. They got a bad set of 500 or something.
Yeah. But anyway, that was the main complaint. So the fact that that's the main complaint kind of tells you that the hotel wasn't too bad at all. It was nice going back to the roots of Ciderfest since I only went there once before they moved to the other hotel. And I made it, and yeah, they handled the bar trot situation and the badge situation rather well considering what happened the last year. I got my badge without a problem. I got my ribbon that designated I was a bar trot person, and we went bar trotting without too much difficulty. I finally found where they got the freaking. Did I take picture? I swear I took pictures of some of the drinks. Right. So yeah, I got a few different drinks. I don't remember all of them. I think this one was at the first place that we went to. That was a witch's brew. It's a pretty cool one there.
Neat.
Yep. This one was over at a sports bar kind of situation. They either had this on discount or a bucket of beer. I'm kind of glad I got this one because the bucket of beer was just like a bucket with 5 different beers in it, and they weren't all that great. But this wasn't exactly all that good either. It's kind of hard to describe. It was just really sour. The salt drinking from the rim kind of helped with the salt taste, but yeah. I had a couple more drinks and also had some boneless wings, but we were also in a rush. But the one thing that I'm so happy I found was this little piece near the end. And this was the brandy slushy that they had a drink.
Like it's sweet and dangerous.
It is very
Oh, yeah.
sweet, very dangerous. This one, I remember having this at a bar, one of the first bar trots I ever went to with Ciderfest, and I don't know where it was from. And now I know once again, and it's from Drink Wisconsibly. which is you would think I would know that just from the name alone.
That's a name.
It absolutely is a name. But yeah, the bar trot went well. We had all of our hotel roomies in. Only one of them was staying for one night, and then we were down to 3 for the rest of the weekend. No big deal. Then let's go ahead. Do you have anything that you want to add in regards to the preamble before the events?
I drove to my brother's on Tuesday. Then Wednesday I went to go help load up the truck. And then Thursday actually got on site to actually start help setting up rooms. So
Nice.
that's about all I got. Just travel, moving about, and because I helped out with loading the truck, I got one of the fizzy scarves just free.
Oh, that's awesome.
It may become a vessel for pins.
As well as any good scarf should. Honestly, I should have done that, but I did not, and I don't know why I didn't to this day.
Didn't what?
I had a Fiora scarf that I got earlier, and I also picked up the fizzy scarf, and I could have used either one of them for the bunches of pins that I got, and I never did. Just never stopped to do it.
Hey, if Charlie ever puts out a vest, I'm gonna need at least 2 or 3, and one of them is going to be my con vest. It's going to be so full of pins, it's going to be about as heavy as the guy who has a spreadsheet of every pony pin that has been produced in the fandom.
Oh, God.
And is the reason I now know that 2 years ago there were 0 Brayburn pins, now there are 2.
There's a spreadsheet of that now?
Yes! He has the spreadsheet. He controls it.
I'm impressed, and I kind of want to see if I happen to have a pin he's not aware of. Just for the fun of it. Anyway.
Probably not, but you'd have to...
All right.
Easiest way I know to get in contact with him would be through the... It's the one that does the monthly pin club thing.
I know the monthly
They
pin
have a
club.
Discord, and they are in there.
I know the monthly pin club. I think I recently got onto their Twitter because they're not on Blue Sky yet, but yeah. Anyway, let's jump into Friday then. I'm gonna preface this because I know that some people right now are still very upset over the results of what happened on Tuesday evening. That we're going to be feeling ramifications for a long time. Once again, I want to iterate, we are not a podcast or a show that talks about this stuff because that is not our modus operandus. We just want to talk about the Brony community as a whole, and we just want to make this place for fun and silliness and a lot of insane, trying, weird times that we have out there. Keeping that in mind, I cannot continue forward without actually addressing the fact that during the convention, our timing was ridiculous because there was 2 rallies going on for both sides, red and blue.
Oh.
And they were really close to the convention area as well.
Oh,
And some of the folks were
joy.
actually at the hotel as their hotel for the stay.
Which is not a surprise considering it was literally a couple of blocks away from where the rally was being held. So we do have to acknowledge the fact that there were people there for other reasons that a lot of people are not fans of. But we just needed to acknowledge the fact that this was going on for the Friday and some of the Saturday morning. But other than that, there really wasn't much else to talk that happened in regards to that. But we just need to acknowledge it because it may come up while we're talking about this regardless. And now to change topic. Here's me and Rainstorm. Apparently they got a hold of me when I was running around.
Oh, you sweetie belle jacket.
Yep. Yeah, the railroad brony. The railroad brony had Sweetie Belle's shirt, and I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go for it, and it fit me. So now I have the Sweetie Belle shirt, or the Starry Belle shirt. So Friday, Friday was actually quite a bit of fun, and that's when things really started to hit off. One of the things I noticed right off the bat with Friday was this guy. We're going to be coming back to this guy. We're going to be coming back to this guy quite a bit. And of course, I couldn't help but have Twiley hanging around. But yes, we had a tank with sticker bombing going on. As for panels and events, let's see here. The first part of the con, I basically sat. I kind of snuck around. I sat around the con store. I didn't make it to opening ceremonies, not surprising, and I didn't even make it to the first opening of the vendor hall because I was waiting at the con store because I really wanted to get a hold of the Dakimakura of the Kirin Dakimakura. I really wish I got a picture
Fizzy
of...
glitch.
Thank you, Fizzy glitch. Was it Fizzy? Yeah.
Yes, fizzy glitch.
I don't know why. I wanted to say Fizzy glitch, but I felt like that was wrong. But I guess I was wrong. It's not wrong. The wrongness was not wrong. Anyway, just a quick picture of it that I do have here because I took it out of the plastic in this image. But yeah, it's a really awesome Kiki that they actually made this year. It's really soft minky. It's double-sided, so you could literally swap it between the Nerek version and the Kirin version. Honestly, it is an amazing thing here. I absolutely love it. Absolutely worth it. But they were good about supply. I didn't actually have to stress too much. I even went back for a few hours later because I was still missing my Earth Pony stuff, the shirt, the lanyard, little fun things, drinking glass. And they still apparently had a couple left, but yeah, no, they sold out by the end of the day. Absolutely sold out at the end of the day. But yes, let's see. Went to the panel there. I went to the con store, went to the vendor hall. I think I did check out a couple of panels on Monday. Nothing too serious. I don't have any of them earmarked in the thing here because unfortunately the app was not working for me on Monday at the moment because I think they were still trying to fix things.
Yeah. At the start, something was going wrong such that people needed to uninstall, reinstall for it to work. But eventually there was a push out that would just make things work, but that didn't happen until after the first full day, I think.
Yeah. I did get to check out the Cider Lounge. That was really cool. I never actually had a chance to go to the Cider Lounge when it was open. I've always missed out on it. So the first time I finally got to do that, that was really fun. They had hot and cold running cider and popcorn. And it is something else when you're just chilling out and people start singing the songs of the show while you're there. It's just like a big old Brony mashup right there. Just
every time I went up there, they were doing some of the milestone episodes where you just had tears coming to your eye and you couldn't say why. Which was so much more painful because that was the volunteer lounge as well. Every time I went for snacks, there was just something there.
God damn it, why are you making me cry?
Like it had poor timing. CMC had excellent timing.
A little bit of a column A, a little bit of column B.
Magical Mystery Cure. And actually listening to it all. Because that was the first musical.
But I did go to the Managing Adult Communities panel. I think I might have discovered something about some of the more interesting bronies that have been out there, including maybe, possibly the one that created my plushie. I'm not 100% positive, so I'm not going to spread anything on that one. Yeah. That was interesting to learn about how more adult communities are managed. Let's see. Let's see.
I didn't take many photos at the event. I did send just 3 at the bottom of the con chat.
Yeah, really, in all honesty, there wasn't a whole lot that I did on Friday outside of meeting up with people, spending copious amounts of money at the vendor hall, and I also did check out the not the cider lounge, but the other lounge, the cider bar, Trotter Cider Bar upstairs.
Trotter Cider Bar, yeah.
Yeah. That one was pretty fun too. I got the I think I got the Luna drink, which was pretty tasty. I also met up with Rainstorm up there too. No, was it Rainstorm or no? Double R was up there, and it was pretty cool too. I even got to hang out with a couple of randos as they were throwing hacky corn doing corn
Did you
shoots.
Partake in the karaoke or the wicked carding that happened up there?
No.
Oh.
And by the way, second, what you're referring to is cornhole.
Cornholing, yes. Yeah, they had cornholing, they had plastic axe throwing, they had a giant Jenga tower, and yeah, they did have karaoke, which seemed to be pretty packed to begin with, but I was already pretty soused in, so I wasn't exactly going to be jumping in on that one.
Oh, I always have a lot of fun trying to jump in and just do the Spike song from the Thorax episode.
Oh, yes, and I actually had a really good time with the Berry Tubers. We went to dinner that evening instead of the normal Sunday evening. We went to the King and I Thai place. And, I can handle a number 2 hotness without a problem, but my stomach and the rest of my parts will not be happy with me the next day.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that was fun.
Sounds like me in a nutshell.
Yep. Okay, Saturday. That was Saturday was pretty nice. Finally got to do the one thing I always wanted to do ever since going to Ciderfest. I finally went to George Webb for breakfast. It wasn't bad. It's funny. You ever talk to anybody that's gone to Ciderfest? Mixed. You will get incredibly polarized reactions when you talk about George Webb. It's the worst place they've ever been, and it's an okay place that they've been. You're never gonna get great. You're never gonna get great, but they're like avoid it at all costs, or it's good if you need something and you want something close. But we got the latter. It was good. Nice coffee, pretty good breakfast. No complaints there. That Saturday though, I did couple of things that happened with that one. I think we had the return of the tank. So yeah, apparently the message to sticker bomb it has gone out at this point. You can see that it has gotten quite sticker bombed.
Quite the menagerie of stickers.
Quite indeed. And let's see. I swear I swear I tried uploading it. Did it not upload here or? Oh man,
yeah,
maybe it was too big.
Sticker bombed so much, and I recall someone who was doing one of those PonyCon bingos, and the last thing they needed was an RC car driving a pony around. And I think this was the closest thing to it, and we weren't going to get an actual RC car driving around.
Oh, man.
Because they had everything else on their bingo square except one. They almost got a full blackout.
Alright, we're going to make sure that this is muted for the moment. But, yep, you can see right here, this is the plushie meetup that they did. And this was one of the Saturday events that I did get a hold on to. Now, here's the question. I didn't bring one plushie. I brought 2. And, of course, one of them, you should already know who it is. But the question is, do you know who the second one is?
The giant derpy, obviously.
Oh, well, yeah, very much so.
I wanted to say, though, one what the Everfree had, but
Unfortunately, it does not stand for Everfree. I tried my absolute best to get all the plushies because there was some that people put plushies on there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I just realized that right over there is
A Twiggy.
perfection or whoever it is.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forgot her name.
Trixie.
No.
Oh, and there's a worm.
It's like Perfection and Sparkle Moon. Perfection Sparkle Moon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a fan character that people are going nuts over right now, which, it's fun. It's fun to see a fan character people are not going nuts over. Ooh, was that Greta? That might actually have been Greta.
No, I think that was actually a different Cons mascot.
But yeah, there's so many Twiggies, and half of me couldn't help but wonder, is that my Twiggy? I kept wondering half the time, I was like, is that my Twiggy? Could that be my Twiggy? It probably isn't. It's probably not even close.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt I'll ever see that Twiggy again, but it's still...
It's the Bidoof that I'm like, okay. Oh, there's a king.
There's a bingo.
Oh, there's Gallus.
And you can see right here, that's what I'm talking about. Like, a bunch of little plushies just got completely buried by big ones because they're in the corner.
Oh, there's King.
Hey, that fizzy is not flat. How can that even happen?
Somebody knows how to fluff a fizzy.
There's an Izzy.
There's a human starlight.
Got some goth Izzies in there too.
Oh, and on top of the book.
Yep.
Button's mom.
Got to get a little cream heart in there.
Fear and Loathing in Mac Vegas.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get a chance to really look at these till now. Oh, it's Viva February.
Yeah.
Also, lion plush.
All right, and yep, we still got a few side ones here, but that is the main lineup. So, can anybody guess what other plushie I brought to this?
I honestly don't know.
Is it the AHA?
No.
Or is it the Little Pip?
It is not. Guessing going once?
Yeah, I think that's an Everfree mascot, the Griffin there.
Which Griffin? I'm trying to see which one.
Just off the right of screen there right now. There.
Oh, that. I don't think that's Everfree. I don't recall that being Everfree. Unless it's like the Canadian Everfree?
No, MSP.
Oh, MSP. Okay, yeah, I can see the MSP.
Yeah, because I think the gray pony just off to the left of them is one of the other MSPs.
Alright, let's see. Nope, not quite there. Alright then. Going once, going twice.
I'm surprised Zizzy didn't actually make it to the panel and do what he usually does.
I think Zizzy wasn't... I actually ran across Zizzy. I think they were a bunch of little busy. So they
he does a lot at cons.
Yeah.
That's too much fun. And
I'm glad he does, though. Glad he does.
I sat in on one of his panels, and now I understand how he can do the dancing he does in suit.
I also talked to him a little bit about the Brony show and backing all that up, though it was kind of in light jest, so nothing really serious discussed. Anyway, yeah, the plushie is in the screenshot right now.
Oh, is it the fluffy Derpy?
No.
Is it the Misty?
No.
Is it the flat hair Izzy?
Is this thing actually in shot here? Yeah, no, it is literally in shot. No.
Unless you got another Twiggy, I doubt it.
Celestia.
No.
It's
the Bunny Luna.
Oh, the
Seriously?
Bunny Luna. I was gonna say that one next.
That's
The
a bunny?
showgirl.
That's
I could not tell what that was.
Neither
Yeah.
could I. I thought it was just a night showgirl Luna.
Oh, and there's your Twilight right next to it. Okay.
Yeah, the Twilight was going to be the one to give you an idea of where the other plushie I brought.
Okay, I thought your Twilight was sooner into the video. Okay.
But yeah, no, it was this Moon Princess Bunny plush that I got from Solenophile Art.
Nice.
Okay.
Couldn't see the ears all that well.
Yeah. It's a little hard to see, but yeah. I mean,
There's lots of ponies in there vaguely. You can see lots of pony butts everywhere.
there are so many pony butts. That's
Especially when you see the large Applejack laying in the background there and see that butt there.
Literally, some people watch it for the plot.
I think everybody watches it for the plot. But along with this, there was unfortunately a couple of latecomers came in while the thing was happening. So they basically did the screw you, I'm gonna do my own plushie setup with blackjack and hookers. But I did manage to see them, so I did a quick run around before plushie pickup happened. Was able to get some screenshots of it.
Oh
Dash
God.
Yeah,
Dashcon reference.
Yeah, that's why I absolutely had to get a hold of it, just because of the little DashCon reference.
That's so bad. It's so great.
Right after I left, though, they actually put in an Anon Philly that was just sandwiched in there too. So that one didn't get. I also got this. That didn't work the way I
Didn't
expected
load
it
right.
to. It did not, but it's a video. I'm not surprised. One of these days, I'm going to set this computer straight so I don't have to worry about crap getting out. But today's not that day.
Yeah. Oh, Pashy.
Yeah. But they were at the end of the lineup of plushies, so I just made the joke like, "Oh look, here's a big plushie. Better get the photo of that." So, yep, little stupidness there.
Pashy's fun and interesting to Mike.
Yep. So a lot of plushies going on there. Also, fun thing that I am shocked to see, but also pretty awesome. They had a giant.
Paris.
It is. Yep, Eris. Not Discord.
Eris has
Eris.
shown up at a few cons.
Yeah, but I never seen it before till now. And
No, I've seen it at Harmony, right next to the Draw What You Want sketchbook.
Yep. Never been to Harmony, but still. Oh, actually, you could see some of the joke shenanigans I was doing here.
Oh, the Izzy.
Yep, I was still putting those all around the con to mess with people. And they went off rather well. In fact, some people actually recognized some of the stuff when they realized who was doing it. And yeah, I also put Twiley on her. Alright, so yep, other than that, let's see, went to a few other panels. Oh yeah, this was the time that I got a chance to hang with Winchester and some of the AV crew, which was pretty cool. Went over to a
hang out with.
yeah, we went over to the what's it? The bar over there. What's it? Major.
I don't know.
Oh really? You don't? Oh.
I didn't make it outside to the various spaces.
Oh, this was literally across the street. I forget the name, but
The only place I actually got to was the Ribs place the last day on the way out.
Fair enough. That's a shame though. But yeah, no, I got to check out with Winchester Rainstorm and a bunch of the AV crew here at this place, which was pretty fun. Really good burgers, good cheese curds. I wouldn't go for the bratwurst or the bratwurst mac and cheese though. Ugh. I think the mac and cheese itself, it might be fine, especially with bacon, but just putting the bratwurst, they do not have good Wisconsin bratwurst. Or I just got a bad rap of it. I don't know which. But the hamburgers were great, so, you know. Do with that what you will. And also, I discovered a very important thing about my mead productions. Apparently, mead can explode.
Well, of course, it's fermentation.
I mean, this was wild explosion. So I had Rainstorm. I don't think you were. No, CMC wasn't there. Rainstorm and Double R was in my hotel room. They wanted to test out some of the experimental mead that I had.
This was Friday evening. I was probably running around getting my little carry. Saturday evening?
Saturday evening.
Oh, so.
Well, afternoon-ish. It was early afternoon, though.
It might have been while I was running around between. Yeah, Pony Plush meetup is. Yeah, we pulled all of the AV equipment before that, so we were running it all the way up to set up for Wicked Karting, I think.
That's fair. But yeah, no, this one was terrible because I opened up the experimental cider and Coke and Mentos is the only way I could describe this geyser of mead that came pouring out of the bottle, splashing a good chunk onto me, which thank God. But it did splash a little bit onto the bed and onto the carpet. Luckily, it avoided the nearby TV and laptop that Haru brought with them to keep them entertained while they were in the room most of the time. That's another thing. But yeah, no, there was a fountain of mead poured over me. I have never taken a bath in my mead like that before, and yeah, woof.
Have I actually met Haru?
I do not know.
I know I met Haru at either last year or the year before at Everfree.
At last
year before, not
I
last
recall
year.
coming to your room for something, so I may have bumped into them then. But
they were with me the last year too, but I don't know if they were in the room at that time.
Yeah, if I've interacted with them, it's been less than 5 minutes.
It probably has been. They're it's kind of weird about that, but anyway, so yeah, the meat spurt out on me. It was wild. But so most of it ended up on the floor or on me. We did get a few tastes out of it. It had me rethinking a lot of what I'm doing. And right now, I'm also staring down the fact that I got about 3 other bottles of the same exact meat downstairs that are probably pressured right now. And I gotta do something about that.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, very much an ooh moment. But that's future circuits soon to be problem. But yeah, the mead unfortunately did not go too well. Learned a few lessons learned in regards to the weird sweetness of the experimental one. The ciders were way dry. I found out that giving them a splash of the apple vodka that I apparently picked up actually did skyrocketed it. It was amazing. No, I did not have to pay any hotel damages. Luckily, I was quick enough on the towels that the carpet did not get stained. No electronics got damaged. And the bed sheeting, I basically just asked for a new set of sheets. I replaced them myself, and I never heard a word about it. So yeah, I got out without any damages, which I'm happy for. That is rather nice.
I have a feeling with how poor my luck is that I would have ended up having to pay for something getting ruined in that room.
I wouldn't doubt. I don't know.
Yeah, thankfully you avoided all the electronics, and that's the big thing there.
Yeah, I avoided the electronics and permanently staining anything. Though, funny enough, just for laughter, the hotel room had a really weird thing where the cupboards would not close. We had these dressers that I was keeping my merch in just to keep it separated. And every time I would shut it, if I didn't shut it flush with all the other drawers, if even one of them was slightly ajar, all of them would just slowly slide out again. It's very weird.
Haunted.
Very much so.
Or
Speaking
that
of haunted,
dresser has been used to hell and back and no longer keeps things in.
speaking of
Haunted.
very much so. But remember, you got a friend in me. Probably literally, considering it's Kermit.
Yay!
I don't understand why those were there.
I don't know
I
either.
just saw pictures of them and questions of, do we know why these are here?
I don't know either. There was something else over in that area too, but that I don't think that was related in any
Someone
way.
leave
What-
them in your room.
Where was this? Was this second floor or was this
It was
up
second
near
floor.
Ops?
It was second floor, like right across from the con store, between the elevator and the con store. In fact,
Oh,
yeah,
that's... So between Charity Room and the elevators, that's an odd place.
it is an odd place. It's just kind of out of the way a little bit, but it's still within some foot traffic.
That's weird.
All right. Anyway, let's fast track it a bit. Saturday had some fun there. Checked out a few more panels. Sunday was pretty calm for the most part. Granted, there was a little bit of tension just because you didn't know what was going to happen with everything. And admittedly, I've been half terrified that another con is going to say, "Yeah, we're shutting down." It's like, no, I got so little in my life. Please don't kill this too.
No.
But anyway, getting to that. Of course, I finished almost wiping out my entire pocketbook of buying things. By the way, the vendor hall did also have a raffle, another raffle thing going. Not raffle. Stamp rally.
They had two
Yeah, 2 stamp rallies. Those were pretty awesome.
that were both advertised on the back of the con book.
Yeah, you can even use the comic book for one of them because the other one wasn't on there, unfortunately. One of them you can actually pick your flavor because one of them was you get a stamp if you bought something at a booth. The other one was you just had to do the challenge at the booth. Granted, the challenge at the booth was twice as huge.
free. Yeah, one was absolutely free. The other was a make a purchase thing.
Which was still pretty cool. You know, you got some. They had some cheap stuff, so you didn't have to break the bank or anything like that. You could just buy a $1 sticker or something. But it was still cool to have an excuse to check out the booths and see all the cool stuff they had. But more on that a little bit later. So, yeah, I think I went to a couple of panels, had some breakfast at the hotel this time around. The hotel breakfast wasn't too bad, but I'm kind of half wondering if it kind of did something to my stomach as well, because I don't know if it was the next day or no, the next day I had some really weird things going on. Anyway, in fact, funny enough, I actually took a picture of the breakfast. Boy, that looks appetizing, doesn't it? But yeah, yeah, closing ceremonies. They pretty much did address what was going on with Ciderfest, why everything started so late, and essentially the fact that Charlie is running 2 cons at once kind of caught up with him in a bad way.
The way things have been done for the past little while is we're focusing on one con at a time, which unfortunately makes the year-long process, which generally gets cut down to, what, 11 months for how you have to have a recuperation after your event?
Pretty much, yeah.
Such that the planning that should have been going over 11 months was cut down to 4 months.
4 to 5. You did not have a lot of time, and yeah, that left very precious flexibility.
And it left that a lot of this announcement usually goes out 6 weeks before the event for most other cons. For us, it was getting down to that. It's getting announced 3 weeks before.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm not gonna lie. Even I know that it was bad, though I was keeping faith that there was a reason behind it. Which, yeah, it pans out, really. So, what they've decided to do is, unfortunately, for those in the Mideast, was it Mideast?
Midwest.
Thank you. That didn't sound right to me. Those in the Midwest, they put a hiatus on Windy City PonyCon until next year. Keyword on that, hiatus. It is coming back the next year, but the year after that. But yeah, it looks like Winnie City is not happening in 25. But that's just so that they can actually, they're overlapping it differently. So that
Yeah,
uh,
we're
so
gonna take a full year to actually plan the next cider, and then right after where Winnie would have fit in, start planning for Winnie.
essentially they're going to get the big stuff done ahead of time so they have a lot more time for the smaller things for one while they're doing the big things for the other, instead of trying to cram it all into a 4 to 5 month period.
Also, CMC, correct me if I'm wrong, there was also some hotel shenaniganery.
Oh, there's always hotel shenaniganery.
Yeah, the reason, the bigger reason why we weren't able to do a Winnie City next year, the company that selects out, that rents out these dates to everything for various events, got bought up by another company, and the fact that we needed a date in there just kind of slipped through the cracks.
Ooh.
Which is a good thing in this case, because that gives us the ability to recuperate and change up the process.
Yeah. So overall, that good things overall. And it was still a wonderful con. Everybody had a blast. And of course, we had to have the weirdest moment I've ever had in a con to date. I'm serious. I basically posted this and just like, without context, this feels like a meme post of some. It feels like I'm living a meme.
You need to go in and tell your thing that MP4 files just open VLC.
Mm-hmm. The beep beep, I'm a sheep.
Pretty much. It is.
Wait, what?
The Black Griffin concert right after the closing ceremonies. They had a bunch of songs, and randomly in the middle of it was "Beep Beep, I'm a Sheep." So you just have a bunch of bronies bouncing around the "Meow Meow, I'm a Cow" in this whole concert hall, and I'm just sitting there back like recording this like, this is like such a meme moment if you have no context.
Wow.
It is such a weird thing. It just reminds me of the people raving under the bridge to Bill Nye the Science Guy just out of nowhere.
Granted, that's easier to rave because you just have the many bills.
Well, yeah. Anyway, now finally getting through all the merch hauls. While I go through the Thursday, this Monday afterwards. The Monday went well.
Oh, did you not participate in the last event of the con? The unmarked event.
I apparently did not. I may have not have. Was there an unmarked event? Oh, the movie!
The movie.
I did not, but no, I
had no idea why I couldn't just claim my projector and screen yet. They had to be up there, and I wasn't told why.
I almost lent my HDMI cord to that, and I didn't realize what was going on because I didn't know what the context was. But no, I heard about that.
No, if they needed HDMI cords,
no,
I have some in the extra room box.
No, I heard about. I saw the movie afterwards, but I went to go get dinner. That's when I got the horrible bratwurst. But I also when I went back to the hotel room, I was meeting up with some other people that I made plans to try to at least have some party time with them, which I didn't do at all until the Sunday evening. So yeah, kind of a bad plan on my part. But then again, like my mead went completely sideways and the cider did not go well. So anyway, yeah, I met up with a bunch of them, and oh my, I think Suki might be the best one to interpret this statement, but I now have a vocabulary of the Gooner Goblin and Bussy Blaster, and an uncomfortable awareness of just how many femboy games are on Steam for dirt cheap.
He stopped saying words. I think we need to murder him.
We just need to reboot him.
No, I think. Are you talking about me or Suki?
You.
You.
You mean you didn't hear? Okay. So
No,
sorry.
no, we heard the words.
I'm just okay.
But you stopped saying real words.
There was no real words to speak of. Let's move on to this. Oh, Griff art.
Hold on. Yeah, explain your Griff art vaguely.
Not Griff art, unfortunately, but something
Not
important.
Griff art?
No, this was a commission I
Oh,
wanted
no,
to get
that's-
done. This was Baron Engel, and this is
Right.
the next one.
Is that Lumi or no?
No.
It has to be her. It has to be her.
Or
Alora, the fourth Alora, done
Look,
by
it's
Baron
one
Engel.
I can't wait to get her. Eddie, you want to draw her?
I told you my goal on this.
I know, and you're doing a wonderful job.
And technically, I should have a fifth one because I commissioned somebody else, but it was somebody I already commissioned before too. So, whoops.
I don't think I'd seen that autograph picture
Oh yeah.
going around. Just that Izzy butt.
Oh, that was. I actually got the image from a vendor hall when I realized I'm going to go for the autographs for both of them. Oh, the autograph line. That was the worst. I'm sorry.
I saw the tape on the floor at one point when trying to set up a screen in the area there and had no idea what all that was.
No, the tape was fine. The tape makes sense. It was no problem. No, I was in that autograph line for almost an hour for both Anna and Bahia, or how you pronounce her name. And I really feel bad that I can't pronounce it right. But no, I don't know why we were waiting for over an hour for almost an hour since the autograph session started with nobody moving in that line. I mean, everybody who was out going for everybody else except I think maybe is Black Griffin's first name Gabriel?
Yes.
Thank you.
yeah.
Everyone was there for
Confirm
Gabriel.
here.
Yeah, if everybody was, even I think some people were waiting for Gabriel and the Sweetie Belle.
Brown.
Yeah, Gabriel Brown and Gabriel Brown and the Sweetie Belle voice actor. Even though those guys were able to get to him at some point, but we were sitting there for the longest time with no movement, and I have no idea why. It was almost an hour before we finally started moving in. I missed Whose Line Is It Anyway? I am so miffed at that. But I was bound and determined to get both of their autographs because like I said, I like Misty and I like Izzy. I think they're both great characters, and kind of a bummer that they didn't really got to get fleshed out much more.
Wow, the autographs were down 1 hour each day?
I don't, the line did not move at all. I think something happened, or they were having a rough time getting to the people, to the
Well, I've got the con book right here, and I'm looking at what time they were actually scheduled for each day, and they were on paper scheduled for an hour, but I think that was with the intent that it could leak over a little bit.
And yeah, I don't blame it on the leak out. I don't mind if there's longer lines and they take a while to go through. It's just the impatient infuriatingness of not moving at all for 50 minutes. And we even got little tickets to save our place in line, which that's glorious if we wanted to go to anyone else, but everybody I was going to was not moving. So I got tickets to get ahead in line of a line that's not moving. It is the worst case scenario. But it happened eventually. I was tired afterwards, but it happened. Anyway, quick little swap over of the merch here. But yeah, I got another Allura. Got some more drinking glasses. Huzzah! And I'm actually going to be using this as a shopping bag because I think it's actually pretty well made, and I think it's really cool.
I would keep that. In the
Oh, that
plastic
one
and-
was very, very tempting.
I know it. I broke at Sunday. I bought it on Sunday. That's when I
I
finally
would have
broke.
bought this, but kept it in the plastic.
And I actually got to thank Double R for this one. I don't know why, I have figures of all of the original G5 set characters from the movie, except for Hitch, which now I do. I have
I
all of them,
need
and I don't know why.
Of the small little small plushies from the Gen 5 set, I have all of them except Hitch.
Oh.
Either it wasn't stocked in my area or those were sold out basically immediately.
By the way, for those of you who want to try to help out a Brony musician out there, Luck Rock.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they did not have a lot of good luck this time around. Apparently,
They had a bag stolen.
a big bag with all of their with a large portion of their vendor merch, essentially CDs, shirts, stickers, things like that. The only thing that they were able to recover, from what I understand, were the CDs because somebody ditched them on the other side of the road across from the convention center.
Yes, but a lot of what was there was broken.
But
Yep.
I did buy a couple of the CDs. You can actually see the crack there. These are the ones that they've recovered. I'm gonna be replacing them into an actual into a bunch of empty jewel cases I still have. But yeah, if you want to help them out, look up if you haven't bought their stuff yet on Bandcamp. I think they have it on Bandcamp. Give it a buy there. See if you could give them some money, or do something to support them.
I thought there
any way
was
you
also a fund out as well that I would have to dig around for.
I didn't
I'll
I didn't
quick
see anything
look
about
and
it, but
notice
yeah,
online.
I didn't see anything, but yeah, take a look around. If there's a fund for it too, that would be really awesome,
Yeah,
because that really does suck. Anyway, bring it back up to the merch here. I also got the Flutter Maid to greet me now in my basement. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy I got that. It's just awesome to see that every time I go downstairs now. And of course, we got the badges here. Got a few more mentals. Got a bunch of ribbons. That was pretty cool. I got the exciting news. Okay, anybody who's want to go to Ciderfest may want to can go to Ciderfest may want to go next year. They have announced Pony's Anthology 8, and it will be aired. Well, they're aiming to air it on Ciderfest next year.
yeah, we're gonna have some big discussions
Yeah,
to figure out what room they need to be in.
they need to be in the biggest room you can give them, possibly. I'm not gonna,
Exactly. There's gonna be discussions.
Yeah, I think they already talked about doing like a censored version of Anthology 8 just to get to the main hall if plausible. But yeah, so and here's a big runaround. A good chunk of these were actually things I just found around the con floor.
Paul would love that. It's art.
Oh, that's beautiful. That was actually there's actually a better thing of that, but I'll get to that in a moment. But some of these were vendor hall. Some of these were just all around the giveaway tables.
Oh, you also got a fuck.
Yeah, I had an extra buck, so I finally decided to give a fuck.
I wanted to get one and his business card, but he didn't have them the second day. I didn't have a chance to get back on Sunday to see if he grabbed them yet.
Aw, man.
Oh,
But yeah,
and in its art as a sticker?
Yep, and it's art sticker.
Damn.
Funny enough, some of these are not stickers, they're actually magnets. Very small magnets. It's kind of hard to...
Go back to that bottom right corner, or bottom left corner. Is that a pin, and who sells it?
Which one?
The Minty.
The Minty.
The Minty. Yes, that is a pin. I believe it is Sophie Scruggs that sells it.
Sophie, okay.
Yeah.
I have a destination for the next convention I see Sophie.
But yep, that's my little haul. We also have some pictures of a confused cat.
Yeah. Simba was with me the entire time at the convention.
Alright, Double R also posted his stuff.
And
Some of this you'll have to use your
Well,
imagination.
Saucy Celestia covered up.
You have no idea. Anyway,
Oh, the socks.
but yeah, Double R was really going into the hard into the badges this year. You can see right there.
I'm still annoyed that on the first time to Dallas, on one of the train rides, I had one of those little pull things for a badge holder. It fell out of my pocket on the tram.
And here's one thing I didn't know what was going on, and I really should look it up if they do it next year. They had a Rainbow Falls trade exchange.
Oh, CC, didn't you go there?
Yeah, that's Rainbow Falls Traders Exchange is a thing that has been popping up at a bunch of cons, and it's based off of, as in the show, the Rainbow Falls Traders Exchange.
Yep.
That is awesome.
So yeah, you can take some of the stuff that you have that you
I
don't
would love
want
that
or
Sakura
need.
figure.
Yeah, you could take some of the stuff you don't want or need, and you could try trading it to other people for stuff
Yeah,
that
I
they
need
don't
to
want or need.
actually grab the box of things that a friend whose kid aged out handed to me and sort through it to figure out what am I willing to trade.
And of course, we have this Twilight Sparkle that was actually commissioned back at TruckCon, but it wasn't prepared in time and was finally picked up here at Ciderfest.
Didn't he say there's a broken pin or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If getting back to this image over here, the gun that he's holding up with his finger is actually supposed to have a pin in there to keep it in place, but it broke off. But they're going to see if they can figure out a way to either get it replaced or re-input it somehow. And of course, we have CMC who, unfortunately, was able to get some things. Unfortunately, still being busy.
Yeah.
That's still pretty awesome. Oh, I
That
know
was
where that
Simba.
stuff is from.
Yeah. The hat doesn't have a strap on it, so I did not bring it along.
Oh, it doesn't. It really. That's the most annoying thing. I would have so done that if I could have.
It's easy to add a thing. And the failure point that happened during setup day of my day-to-day hat. That is the top of the hat.
That is a weird thing to fail.
And that is the... Well, it was hanging from my... from a carabiner on my belt because I'd taken it off but hadn't set it aside just on a chair, and it got caught on the edge of something as I was standing up. And these are my things I got from the Traders Exchange. The Dum Dum was free. I traded away the cheese sandwich figure without a tail for a Big Mac without a tail, and a weird little stamp sticker for those two stickers. It was
All right.
a heart-shaped stamp sticker.
By the way, CMC, do you have any plans to go to Everfree this next year? Or Babs?
Well, see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Well,
'Cause I have a I'm just asking because I have a feeling I'm going to need to take like $40, $50 and just drown you in pony merch.
Oh dear.
Oh, don't.
You heard me.
Well, I still have to take pictures of the things I got at Everfree and the things that I got from here because I haven't had a chance to actually unpack the.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I was just like, you're coming back with so little pony because of all your hard work. I need to drown you, man.
Well, I generally try to limit myself to about $100 worth of things, which, being a pin collector, I'm pretty sure 60 of that went straight to pins from this con alone.
That is fair.
Someone that rooms with CMC, he has a massive collection that he is working very hard on.
Well, unfortunately...
And Toa's been doing dangerous things and funding a bunch of the con plushies. I still need to get some of the bigger ones for Cider and Winnie for the older characters.
I am a good friend that spoils my friend.
Oh, getting back on track here, whatever track we ever have. So ultimately, the good news is that they have announced that Ciderfest is going to be continuing for the time foreseeable. So it's not even just one more year; it's multiple years. Honestly, I think Charlie is doing rather well con wise because if you can scrape together a con within 5 months, I have to imagine you have to have some good fundage going on there. But so as of this moment, they have not announced the next year dates for Ciderfest. They did do a survey on when they should do the con. My personal opinion was it should be more closer to Thanksgiving, so the hotel rooms are a little cheaper. Personally,
And for those of you in the Chicago area, around the time that Winnie City would be happening, they're considering doing a few,
events.
as it was said, mini cities.
Eh. So yeah, they are still going to be doing things for every pony out there, and they also encourage you to check out the other cons as well if the mini city events aren't quite up to your hopes, especially
Well,
since
and given that this group was also part of MLP MSP,
yeah,
some of the mini cities might be in that area as well.
true. And you also got BabsCon that is doing their last year here in about 5-6 months. But anyway, unfortunately, we went way too long on this. We don't even got a chance to get to our videos, which also means that next week might just be a video episode because I'm not going to lie, we have 5 hours worth of videos at this moment. Granted, granted, some of them we are not going to watch to half because one of them is literally a love story between Brayburn and Soren and gets really weird. It's the same people that
I saw that linked in a place and I was like, what the heck is this?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
It is weird. It is definitely a marathon kind of a sit down, but considering that apparently perfection the what perfection dang it
Yeah, it's
Sparkle
a whole
Moon.
set of
Perfection
things
Sparkle
that I
Moon.
need to
Perfection
look
Sparkle Moon came
into.
from the same guy. It might be interesting. It might not. I don't know. It's hard to determine. Anyway, let's get our shout outs in so we can wrap up for the evening. Chris and Matt Captain, shout out for the evening.
Fires, explosions, fossil events, and Turkey Yellow, Roan. Wednesday we should be getting back into things. Hopefully we're doing more satisfactory. Who knows?
DM21.
Have a great week. Stay healthy, and I need to bed soon.
Textalion.
Night all.
Toakoi.
Yeah.
Suki.
I'll get the.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll get the Vaughn up in a moment.
Right. All right, and Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Yeah. I'll be back in a moment, but I gotta restart my computer and for the night.
All right. And while I quickly get the show notes out there for everybody, a reminder to everybody, thank you so much for checking out the Brony Show. Please be sure to tune in on Wednesday for Winchester and his Wednesday crew for fun. Tune in on Sunday for Circuit's Gaming Room, where we're still running a cult, and Rainy is doing random Rainy fun. We are also doing the pre-show 1 hour before the main show. If you have not checked that out yet, please be sure to do so. We also have the after party, which is right after the stream, but it's only on Vaughn, only on stream. It is never recorded because we just do random videos and just kind of chill out and relax and have fun. There's a cat that is currently in my giant pile of sweaters, and I'm really hoping it doesn't end up cascading them all down and making my life miserable for the next 15 minutes. Along with that, I'd like to thank all of our archive watchers on YouTube and Twitch, all of our stream watchers on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you all so much for checking out the Brony Show. We've been going on for over 600 episodes, and apparently we are still going now. And I'm planning on keeping it up. Though next week we'll probably be just doing a lot of videos to play catch up, because the only other problem I have with the show is there's so much I can never keep up, and it's always so much fun to talk about it. But quick shout out to Chris and Matt Captain for keeping an eye on the IRC. And then Chaos Kai, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Sonic 5421, Techman Tech Sound, Second Vaguely Creepy, and 8 archivers in our IRC chat. Not to say that we don't love our Twitch chatters and our YouTube chatters. I just don't see you chat on there as often. So, just my mage. Hello. Anyway, with all of that, we're going to go ahead and close out here. And we hope you all have a good night. Sweet dreams, everybody.